so glad you've joined us for the HBO Great Invitation Weekend, where you are enjoying a sampling of the most marvelous movies, sports, and specials. Right at home, the HBO Great Invitation Weekend.
Hello. Glad you could join us for the second day of HBO's Great Invitation Preview. I'm Karen Morris-Gowdy, and I'll be with you all day enjoying HBO's terrific lineup of movies, specials, sports, and theater. We just saw the HBO exclusive stage production of Barefoot in the Park. And coming up next is another HBO exclusive, Tribute, starring Jack Lemmon. Those who now have HBO know that this kind of entertainment never stops, 24 hours a day. But this weekend, your local cable company is extending HBO's Great Invitation to those who don't have HBO by unscrambling the signal. Over 20 million people watch HBO regularly, and we want to give the rest of you a chance to join the HBO family. In fact, many cable companies are offering substantial installation discounts to those who call this weekend and subscribe. We have a team of operators standing by, so call one of our toll-free numbers, 1-800-331-1700 or 1-800-228-3100. They'll be open the rest of the weekend to let you in on the best in premium television each month at a fraction of what it would cost to take your family out for an evening. You can have the best seat in the house without having to leave the house. That's why they call it home box office. From time to time, we'll be going behind the scenes to show you a few things about how HBO works. If you were with us yesterday, you'll remember our man in the HBO control room, Mr. Peter Coffield.
Hi, and welcome back. Here we are again showing you why HBO is the best and getting better. Today, we'll be seeing the comedy-drama Tribute starring Jack Lemmon. It's the film version of the hit Broadway play, and it's one of our HBOnlys. Now, those are programs which first appear exclusively on HBO. Remember, when a show is HBOnly, only HBO can show it. We'll also see today The Jazz Singer, starring Neil Diamond and Lucy Arnaz. Kramer vs. Kramer, which ran away with all the Oscars the year it was released. Stir Crazy, the prison comedy that reunited Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. And Raging Bull, starring Robert De Niro. And that's just for today. So don't forget our toll-free numbers. The call is free and the entertainment is non-stop. And the calls have been non-stop all weekend. In fact, let's check with Squire Friedel at the HBO phone center. Squire?
Folks, the phone calls are really coming into our HBO phone center. You know, what you see behind me are just a few of the operators on duty to answer those calls. And because of the tremendous response, we've had to add a second toll-free number. And that's why there's two numbers on the bottom of your screen. You can call either one and reach us here to order HBO. That's 1-800-331-1700 or 1-800-228-3100. This is one of the most sophisticated telephone answering facilities anywhere. Each of our operators here is seated at a computer terminal. Now, when you call, they'll ask you for your postal zip code. Now, that helps us determine which cable system services your area with HBO. We'll then contact your local cable system so they can arrange to put HBO in your home. You know, many systems are offering substantial discounts on installation charges for a limited time only. An entire month of HBO, 24 hours a day, costs less than taking your family to just one movie. You get to see the movies just the way Hollywood produced them, with all the excitement and suspense they were intended to have, and without commercial interruptions. All you have to do is give us a call. That's 1-800-331-1700 or 1-800-228-3100. We're waiting to hear from you. This is Squire Friedel at the HBO phone center.
Later tonight, we've got two more great movies. One is an HBO premiere this month, a masterpiece of slapstick comedy, Stir Crazy, with that slap-happy comic duo Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. And then a searing and dynamic performance by Robert De Niro as the hot-tempered, quick-fisted Jake LaMotta in Raging Bull. An Oscar-winning role for De Niro and a knockout movie for HBO viewers. In upcoming months, you'll see long-awaited movies like Alan Alda's Four Seasons, Blowout with John Travolta, and S.O.B., where Julie Andrews, believe it or not, goes topless. Now let's take a look at some of the movies HBO viewers will enjoy this month.
Home Box Office, America's #1 entertainment channel, brings in the springtime with the best movies, sports, and specials this season. Just take a look at all the great movies you can see right at home. As seasons change, so do the friendships of four close couples.
We owe the depth, breadth, and height of this friendship to the world's most ancient emotions. Fear and panic.
Here's to us. Here's to apple trees the cheese.
Here's the cheese.
Wine and bread and laughter and life itself.
Alan Alda and Carol Burnett share the good times and weather the bad through the 4 seasons. A couple of birds try to change their tunes when a bank robbery lands them in the slammer.
I hereby sentence you to serve 125 years.
Have you got the right case?
They got this Korean doctor just set foot in this country. Make sure you don't get him.
That's right.
He's the one made the mistake on me.
Korean.
How do you go?
Could you actually become involved, romantically, with a prisoner?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder are the jailbirds in Stir Crazy.
That's right, we're bad.
Everything's changed in New York, 1997. The whole city is a maximum security prison, and the police force has it all under control.
I'm going in.
Until now, John Carpenter's Escape from New York, an HBO exclusive. Return to the thrilling days of yesteryear for another HBO exclusive, The Legend of the Lone Ranger.
Who is that nice man?
Who is this man?
I'm Howard Hughes.
A drifter hits the jackpot when his bad luck turns to millions in Melvin and Howard.
Howard Hughes sang Melvin Dumas' song. That's what happened. He sang it.
Pack up all my cares and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye, blackbird.
Say hello to trouble.
Hi, Daddy.
When George Siegel meets his only son in Carbon Copy.
Stop following me. Isn't the son supposed to follow in his dad's footsteps?
Take this job and shove it.
Robert Hayes is in the middle when management meets muscle, and the verdict is take this job and shove it, an HBO exclusive.
You can take your job and shove it.
Movies on HBO. You'll see them as Hollywood produced them, unedited, never censored, and always free of interruptions that spoil the fun. Best of all, you get a whole month of movies for less than taking your family out to a single movie. But great movies are just the beginning. You get sports, too, with coverage you can't see on regular TV. HBO Sports comes out fighting with an unusual event, combining brains and brawn. It's the year's best collegiate boxers in 12 weight classes vying for the national title, the National Collegiate Boxing Association Finals. And HBO stays in the ring with a history of boxing's most controversial rivalries, from the battles between Jack Dempsey and Gene Tunney to the bouts of Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. HBO Sports brings you back to boxing's best, the grudge fights. And then it's back to baseball, where you'll review the teams at the top in 1981 and take a look at the talent and training for 1982. It's a preseason preview of all the action, from the regulars to the rookies, when HBO Sports presents Race for the Pennant. HBO Sports has it all, and you never miss a leap, dive, or fall, because there are no interruptions to keep you away from the action. But super sports are just part of the picture. Specials are in full bloom this spring, as HBO goes on stage to bring you the best in music, comedy, and drama. And you're invited to sit in with Stockard Channing and Robert Klein.
These are your children I'm talking about. What do you expect me to do?
Sweetheart, relax.
It's the HBO Theater presentation of Table Settings. And it's Robert Klein back again, this time on location at his alma mater for a homecoming you won't want to miss.
I knew the organist at Ebbets Field for many years, and they stole all his licks. He was a great musician. You know, da-da-da-da-da, he wrote that. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fight! He wrote that. He's working at a lounge now at a Holiday Inn.
Robert Klein at Yale. From college to country, HBO salutes a musical giant in a special that brings the brightest stars of country music to the stage.
We got chicken in the barn. Who's barn? What barn? My barn.
It's standing room only for 25 years of Jerry Lee Lewis, a celebration.
What a chicken. boy.
HBO is America's #1 entertainment channel, and it's all yours for less than taking your family out to a single movie. With no lines, no parking hassles, no interruptions, no sold-out events, and never ever a bad seat. More than 8 million families in over 3,000 communities from coast to coast are enjoying HBO every night. Just call your local cable TV company and find out how easy it is to get HBO in your home. There's a whole world of wonderful entertainment happening on HBO.
You know, a big part of HBO is our specials. From standing room only to on location, from theater to nightclubs, HBO presents the very best. Well, how much do you think it would cost for your whole family to see Diana Ross live in concert, or Chris Christopherson or Linda Ronstadt? And how many can afford to go and see a Paris nightclub review? Well, HBO saves you a lot of time, money, and effort by bringing you to these shows with HBO's unique on-location format. Let's take a look now at the exclusive specials on HBO this month.
There's music in the air as HBO showers April with sunny specials. From Nashville, it's Jerry Lee Lewis and a whole lot of friends. In a rousing celebration of the musical fire that's ignited Jerry's pumping piano for a quarter century.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
And it's an HBOnly. Next, the spotlight falls on an off-Broadway roast of contemporary values with Robert Klein as master of the manor.
You're not subdued. You're drugged.
His kid brother, mother, a couple of brats, and Stockard Channing as the cheerful missus.
Your son may be precocious, but he cannot read or write.
It's the HBO theater presentation of Table Settings, a wacky comedy about 3 generations of unshelved nuts.